so much. Where's Amanda? We're going to bring up Amanda Boisen now, daughter of Steve. I was doubly lucky. Not only did I get my favorite bass player to play with, but I also got Amanda, who is really truly a remarkable singer. And it's been such a pleasure to work through some of these songs. This one is called Rare Air. Rare air is an expression that my wife Liz and I coined for some exceptional moment. And I think it's fair to say that this whole weekend and tonight is rare air. And so we're celebrating this weekend with this song. The music and the moment, that magic atmosphere, a mood that's so elusive, and yet what have we here? Rare air, rare air, we must be in rare air. Everyone is feeling wow, everything is right now. Rare air, rare air, can happen anywhere. It can come out of the blue. Nice to share rare air with you. Suddenly your spirit's soaring. You wish it could go on and on, but then it's gone. A brief phenomenon, back to breathing oxygen till the air is rare again. Mr. Steve Boisen. Suddenly your spirit's soaring. You wish it could go on and on and on and on and on, but then it's gone. A brief phenomenon, back to breathing oxygen till the air is rare again. How nice to share rare air. Amanda Boisen. Steve Boisen. A few years ago, I released an album called The Wind and Sun, and the title song is my interpretation of the great Aesop's fable called The North Wind and the Sun. I've always loved that fable. If you know it, it's where the sun and the wind are competing to try to get a coat off a man. They're looking down, and I always thought that would be a wonderful song. And so this is my version of that. The wind and sun, one day for fun, look down to see cold, a chill. Oh, but I held on tighter still. Then, oh, then the sun began to shine. Warm, warm and so fine. Then the sun began to shine. Warm, warm and so fine that I removed my coat and proved the sun had won, and love will win when all is said and done. We discovered the ukulele, as Rob said, in California in the early 1990s. I found this Martin tenor on a blanket, and we'd moved from New York City, so it was all kind of new to us. And one of the things that we thought was really remarkable were these things called dog parks, and we'd never really encountered something like that. And of course, being good ukulele players, we had a dog. You have to, that's the law. And in fact, he did have fleas. He really did. And so anyway, we enjoyed taking Barney, our corgi, to the dog park, and of course I couldn't resist writing a song about it. Hey boy, jump in the car, gonna go where all the doggies are. Who knows, you might be a star at Dog Park. This is the place to be, a place they let your dog run free. Show off your pedigree at Dog Park. Hey boy, come on, let's play some fetch. Let's give those legs a little stretch. Oh no, that German Shepherd made a catch. He caught it on the fly. Better wave that ball bye-bye. There's every kind of breed, each one running at a different speed. The greyhound's in the lead at Dog Park. Hey boy, let's try a trick or two. Show everyone what you can do. Look, everybody is applauding you. They think that you're so smart. You are a breed apart. Hey movie maker man, sign my doggy while you can. If your pup has too much pep, go on and take him where the hounds are hep. Just be careful where you step at Dog Park. Everybody, Dog Park, Dog Park, Dog Park. One more, Dog Park. My dog has fleas from Dog Park. I've had the pleasure of writing songs on assignment, and many of them actually have been for the actor William H. Macy, who we got to know when we lived in Los Angeles. And he called me usually I needed to write it overnight, and he was doing, at the time, he was filming the motorcycle movie Wild Hogs, if you remember that, with John Travolta and Martin Allen and Tim Allen, and I think I'm forgetting something. Anyway, and he was so excited because he was playing the ukulele at that point, and he said, I think I've convinced them to let me play the uke in a campfire scene, and he said, I need a song. So of course I wrote it overnight, sent it to him, he was happy with it, but it never made it into the film, unfortunately. But anyway, my wife and I thought it was a pretty good song, so we resurrected it, and it's been a fun song to sing. So here it is, The Open Road.
So while we're on sort of songwriting stories, this next one didn't actually make it into a program. I was approached by the producers of that TV show, Jag. You remember that? From way back, I don't know, a long time ago now. And they were doing an episode that took place, it was a flashback that took place in Hawaii during World War II, and they needed a song that sounded like it had been written at that time. And they needed an original, because to license an actual recording from that period was just so unbelievably expensive. So I needed to kind of channel that time and that mood and come up with a song that felt like it could have been written from that era, and this is what I came up with.
That Hawaiian melody. had me from the start. Ever since it's been repeating deep within my heart. Palm trees sway against the moon, calling me to come back soon. Such a charming little tune, that Hawaiian melody, that warm and gentle island greeting had me from the start. Ever since it's been repeating deep within my heart. Palm trees sway against the moon, calling me to come back soon. Such a charming little tune, that Hawaiian melody, that Hawaiian melody, that Hawaiian melody. Amanda Boisen. It's my pleasure to bring up a guest singer at this time who I just met for the first time a couple of days ago. She has a beautiful voice, so please welcome Joni Siegel. I've had the pleasure over the years of writing, I think it's over 50 songs now with Herb Ota Sr. For those of you who know some of the great virtuosos, Herb Ota's son, Ota, is now well into his 80s, and we started writing songs together at least 20, 25 years ago. And the first song I sang, Blues on the Ukulele, I co-wrote with Herb, and this is another one I co-wrote with Herb called The French Cafe.
Is there a story about this song, Jim? No?
That's it.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll let everyone invent the story as they listen to it.
4 p.m., the French Cafe, where we arranged to meet today. Our perfect little hideaway, but now you're late. Here is
Welcome, please, the barn kickers, Amanda and
Here we go. You know, I'm the only guy who starts a ukulele society and never gets to actually play ukulele. Again, it's just
Well, if you caught our sets today outside, you would have seen some rare. Oh no, you didn't play in that.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly. It's just, you know.
Do you want to play?
No, that's okay. It's okay. It's just too valuable, bass.
That's what it is. Yeah.
To get somebody who's going to carry this around. Anyway, we're going to play a song from our CD. This was our semi-viral video. This is called One Less Tear. Enjoy the song. There's nothing left to lose except these sad old blues.
One less birthday party I must attend. One less Christmas card that I've got to send. There's one less number to dial on my phone. But someday maybe you'll change your mind and call me.
So I got my traveling shoes, I know they won't fail me. I play these traveling blues on my I finally realized there's nothing left to lose
and one less tear to cry.
except these sad old blues, tear to cry.
Early on, when I had just discovered the ukulele, I was still working full-time at a place called Billboard. It was a trade paper for the music business. They had the charts, if you remember the charts, music charts. And my wife and I had discovered this instrument, and it was giving us enormous pleasure, almost too much. And so I began to really sympathize with another creative soul who was famous for living what I thought of as a double life. And that person was Charles Ives. If you're familiar with him, he was a composer who was doing some of his best work in the early 1900s. He happened to live in Connecticut, which is where I'm from. And he wrote some Connecticut. And he happened to write very, very challenging music. But what I was most fascinated by was the fact that basically Monday through Friday, he was in New York City at an insurance company that he had started. And it turns out that he was actually one of the pioneers of life insurance. So go figure. And yet he's writing this extraordinary music on the weekends. And so as I'm trying to balance, as are we all at some point in our lives, trying to balance the need to pay the bills while at the same time express ourselves in some way, I wrote this song. And I have a great pleasure of having this covered recently by Noel Paul Stuckey. You know him better as Paul of Peter, Paul, and Mary. So you can, if you have Spotify, you can hear Paul's version of the song. He does a beautiful version, Noel's version. symphony. He was a man who led two lives. When I get thinking that I cannot do it all, then I remember Charles Ives. This is a time of great ambition. This is a time of going after dreams after we've done our 9 to 5s. When I get thinking that I cannot do it all, then I remember Charles Ives. He's the composer on the weekend until Monday morn arrives. Then he will shine his shoes and get his handshake ready as the other Charles Ives. All through the week he talks insurance, selling the public peace of mind. And then when Friday night arrives, again something in him thrives again. He's the other Ives again. He was a man who sold insurance. He was a man who wrote a symphony. He was a man who led two lives. When I get thinking that I cannot do it all, then I remember I've also written in 1999. I was in touch with my high school music teacher, and I was telling him what I was up to with the ukulele, and I said he was also the conductor of the high school orchestra, and I said, as far as I know, no one has ever written a concerto for solo ukulele and symphony orchestra. And on the spot he said, I'm commissioning you to do it. So in 1999, I debuted a concerto with a Wallingford Symphony Orchestra, Wallingford, Connecticut, and it was called Uke Can't Be Serious. And if you're curious to know what that sounds like, you can find it on YouTube or on the Flea Market Music website. We also have some CDs. He actually invited me to do another one, and so I wrote another one based on a bird that's popular where I live in Connecticut called the mourning dove, and I noticed that it had a really unusual call, and so I built a whole concerto around the mourning dove call. And that was really fun. But the experience of performing this was with high school orchestras and professional orchestras like the Michigan Philharmonic has been really kind of surreal to come out with a ukulele and play these things. And of course, everybody gets a big laugh when I tune up with the orchestra and I play da 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 da. So anyway, Charles Ives is usually the encore at those events. This is, it if you'll indulge me, this is a brand new song, and so it's having its debut tonight. What a joy to sing for you. It's my favorite thing to do. It's a privilege to be here. Share a laugh and share a tea. And love, love, love is everything. If I'm gonna sing, sing love. Once a storm way out at sea set a course straight for me. Someone said we'd be okay. In the end, it turned away, and life's a mystery. What will be, sing love, 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 love is everything. If I'm gonna sing, sing love. It's the be-all and the end-all when we sing about love. It's the Alpha and Omega when we sing about love. It's a privilege to be here. Share a laugh and share a tear. And love, love, love is everything. If I'm gonna sing, sing love. Love, love, love is everything. If I'm gonna sing, sing love. Sing love. Thank you. I'm going to do one more, and then we're gonna close it out with the Kala Ukulele Choir. About 2 or 3 years ago, I was online, and I don't remember where I saw this, but somebody had on their Facebook page a quote, and it was from Ram Dass. Now, I don't know how many of you remember that name. Ram Dass was a partner with Timothy Leary, right? His real name was Richard Alpert, and he became sort of connected to Timothy Leary in the 60s at Harvard, and then eventually becomes a seeker and changes his name to Ram Dass. And his quote, which really moved me quite deeply, was this. He said, "We are all just walking each other home." And I love that, and so that turned into this. of our birth. We count down our time on earth. Peaks and valleys we shall roam as we walk each other home. Try to take it all in stride, step by step and side by side, steady as a metronome as we walk each other home. Days of sunshine, days of showers, we shall share them all. From the moment of our birth, we count down our time on earth. Peaks and valleys we shall roam as we walk each other home. While you're applauding, please give a huge, huge hand to Jay Nunes, who's been doing an extraordinary job on sound. We couldn't have done it without you, Jay. We do have, there's going to be an intermission after we do these 3 closing numbers with the Kala Ukulele Choir. And if you're looking for something to look at, over at the table right here, there's some CDs from the Barn Kickers and from me, featuring pretty much all the songs that I've just been singing. There's some of our Jumpin' Jim songbooks left over, and I'd love not to have to ship them home. So check those out. And then I wrote a memoir called Uktopia. About a year ago it came out, and it's the whole story of how we got into... There it is. It's the whole story with almost 200 photographs of our 30-year journey in this wonderful, wacky world of the ukulele. So once again, a huge thank you for all of you coming out today, coming to participate in the weekend and coming here tonight. And now, without further ado, it's my pleasure to finally welcome the Kala Ukulele Choir. And the first song we're going to sing is something called Can't Help But Smile. It was a song that, another assignment, the Cerritos Ukulele Festival in California. The organizer there asked me to write a theme song, and this is what came out. Can't Help But Smile. It's no secret that we love the ukulele, and please sing along. It is a passion wherever you can. We can't deny, and the reasons clearly written on our faces, and we'd be happy to tell you why. Can't help but smile, can't help but smile when we play the ukulele. Can't help but smile, can't help but sing, can't help but strum, can't help but feel like we're on some Hawaiian island. So fine, so fun, when we choir.
Ukulele choir I've heard all year.
All right, we'll let you guys introduce this one.
So, like Jim wrote that song for a ukulele club, since we had the Tampa Bay Ukulele Society, we decided to write a song, a theme song. So we wrote this one, Strumming My Cares Away, and the idea was to make it fun to sing and to include only 4 chords, so it's easy to play. And we're going to try to do this a cappella in a couple ways. So at the end of this, we're going to do something that's very hard. We're going to try to get multiple ukulele players to stop playing. And if you've ever tried to do that, it's not easy, but I think we can do it, right? So we're going to start with the background vocals. We worked it up, and we normally don't have 3 singers, so we thought we'd feature that. So we're going to start it a cappella. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. I'm gonna strum my cares away, watching the sun sink into the bay. It's too hot to work, so here I'll stay, strumming my cares away.
Spend your whole life watching the clock, maybe get the furthest house on the block, spending all your free time mowing the yard. Who wants to work that hard?
I'm gonna strum my cares away, watching the sun sink into the bay. It's too hot to work, so here I'll stay, strumming my cares away. Grab your ukulele and head to the shore. Tell your boss you just can't take anymore. If he tries to stop you playing the song, he might want to tag along. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la.
Maybe you're afraid that somebody will hear. Take it from a pro, you've got nothing to fear. Maybe you're afraid you'll forget all the words.
I'm gonna strum my cares away, watching the sun sink into the bay. It's too hot to work, so here I'll stay, strumming my cares away. I'm gonna strum my cares away, watching the sun sink into the bay. It's too hot to work, so here I'll stay, strumming my cares away. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la. Just the voices. Ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh la la la,
And this one is in honor of our venue here. It is rare air, not only to be together, but to be together in this beautiful, beautiful church. And so in honor of being together in this church, we thought it'd be fitting to close with a good old rouser like This Little Light of Mine. So please, if you feel like it, if you feel the Spirit, join in with us. It goes like this. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, great. I've got the light of grace. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We've got the light of love. We've got the light of love. We're gonna let it shine. Whoa. We've got the light of love. We're gonna let it shine. We've got the light of love. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. All right, real quiet. We're gonna go do the top of the song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, getting a little louder. I'm gonna let it shine a little louder. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Holly Ukulele Choir. Amanda Boisen. Steve Boisen. Rob Wild.
And most importantly, one of 3 living legends of uke, declared by Ukulele Magazine, Jim Beloff. We're going to take a short break. There's merchandise over here. This is Jim's book, Uketopia. If you enjoy this concert, if you love the ukulele, you'll absolutely love this book. And I think they're all signed by you, Jim, right?
Well, they will.
They will be. We'll take a short break. People come back, just shoot in as you do in church.
One more.
Be back in 10 with the high energy Apple Butter Express.